Hello Year 4. I'm here to explain your writing task for this week's home learning. Okay, so listen carefully. I want you to write a debate speech. Okay, what is a debate? So a debate, you have a proposing argument. For example, I believe that children should not have school uniform. They should wear their own clothes to school. And then you can either argue in favour and agree with that statement, or you can argue against it and disagree with it, as long as you outline the reasons why you think that particular opinion. So this week, our argument is people should all be vegetarian. Okay, so you can choose what you personally believe, or if you don't have an opinion on that, just choose whether you're for or against. So yes, I think all people should be vegetarian, or no, I don't think that all people should be vegetarian. And then I want you to write your speech. Okay, now I've got one, you can probably see behind me, I put it on the board. So we're going to go through that now, and we're going to highlight some features that make it effective. Okay, so let me get my highlighter. Right. Can we see? Right, I'm going to read it to you first. Here we go. So I have chosen to argue in favour. So I do believe that all people should be vegetarian. There are countless reasons as to why people should choose a vegetarian diet. My first argument in favour of vegetarianism is in regard to people's health and well-being. Research shows that a vegetarian diet is high in vitamins and much lower in saturated fat than the diet of a meat eater. Those who eat a plant-based diet have a 24% lower chance of suffering from heart disease than carnivores. Is eating meat really worth putting our health at risk? Excuse me. My second argument in favour of vegetarianism is in regard to protecting our precious environment. A 2006 UN report revealed that farming animals for meat produces more greenhouse gases than all the vehicles in the world combined. To summarise, it is clear that a vegetarian lifestyle can help to safeguard our health and the wonderful world we live in. I'm going to try and bring this a bit closer. So, what's important when you're writing a speech that you want people to listen to and buy into is that you begin it with some kind of introduction. Yeah? You're introducing what you're going to be talking about. You don't just say, my first argument is da-di-da. You say, these are the reasons that I believe, in my case, people should choose a vegetarian diet. Okay, and then you begin your first paragraph, or your second paragraph rather, after your introductory sentence, with my first argument is, or my first argument in favour of, or my first argument against, depending on which side you choose to argue. Okay, so those are two features that are very important. So introductory sentence, and then introduce your first argument in a new paragraph. Okay, research shows that a vegetarian diet is high in vitamins and much lower in saturated fat. Okay, so you want to suggest that you've researched it. Okay, and I actually did research this statistic here. If you have statistics to support your argument, it makes it a lot more convincing. Now, here, is eating meat really worth putting our health at risk? It helps to ask questions because it makes the audience actually think, right, I need to answer that question. Is eating meat really worth putting our health at risk? It's more persuasive. Okay, and then as you can see, when the black writing ends, I've got my next paragraph, which is in blue. It's not very easy to see. My second argument in favour of vegetarianism. Yeah, I'm very clearly stating, right, that's the first argument done. This is my next argument. Yeah, my second argument in favour is in regard to the environment, and again, I've got a study that I've researched. A 2006 UN report revealed that farming animals for meat produces more greenhouse gases than all the vehicles in the world combined. exclamation mark. You could have an exclamation sentence here as well, couldn't you? What an astonishing figure that is. So I've got introductory sentence, first argument, new paragraph, second argument, new paragraph, and I have a conclusion. Yeah? To summarise, it is clear that, and then I basically summarise my arguments. It is clear that a vegetarian lifestyle can help to safeguard our health and the wonderful world we live in. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an example of what a good persuasive speech can look like. Remember to use your persuasive language. Yes? And I don't personally believe that everyone should be vegetarian, but I think writing those arguments down might be easier to write persuasively than if you're arguing against. Okay, so you don't have to go with what you personally believe, just go with what you think you can debate more clearly. Yeah, don't forget to use your literacy toolkit as well. Okay, we did this when we were doing Macbeth. I remember we were arguing whether Lady Macbeth and Macbeth were guilty or not guilty. So try and remember all those persuasive sentence openers that we used. Okay, good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing some examples.